is that your willingness is to serve and to make a difference on a board. And I don't take that lightly. So I'd like us to kind of dance with the concept that why we're here is to bring a diverse point of view to the boards on ways. Has everyone had an opportunity to read my background? Yes? Okay, very good. Are there any questions? No? Okay. You've read more than enough about me, huh? Okay. I want to use our time to talk about what we can create together versus who I am. Okay. So, the icebreaker, what I would like you to do is introduce yourself to as many people as you can by completing the following phrases. First one, my cultural heritage and legacy is. The second one, the unique skills I have to contribute as a board member are. How many of you are board members already? Okay, quite a few of you, if not all. Okay. The unique skills I have to contribute as a board member are, for those of you who are already serving on boards, I'm going to invite you to think, and what I can create next is. All right, because you already know what you have created, but what could you create next? What's on your wish list as a board member? And then be ready to share what you learned about someone that you met, and what you learned about yourself in your sharing. So yes, you will need to get up and get around and meet and greet, which is what we on boards do all the time. All right, so you'll have about 5 minutes to do this. Get to as many people as you can and have some fun. Oh, what a concept. Having fun. All right.
What do you mean by cultural heritage?
I'm going to ask you a very typical question for an icebreaker. Usually when we have an icebreaker, as you know, being in the business that you are all professionals in some line of work that's probably making a very big difference or you wouldn't be here. Usually we know from an icebreaker our intention is to do what? Break the ice. Right, have people get to know each other. So what I would like to ask you right now, given that you've just had an opportunity to talk about experience and culture and opportunities and skills, how do you feel? What's the emotion that you feel as a result of completing this first piece? Connected, connection, okay? And just put your hand up and I can call on folks. Yes, please.
It's energizing.
Energizing. Yes, yes. Anyone else? Yes.
My curiosity is piqued.
Oh, curious. Yeah, I want to know more. Okay, so that's just probably the tip of the iceberg. How many of you had a similar feeling of connection, of curiosity, of really energy? I experienced a lot of energy from you all. Now, what I wanted to put that in place for is that oftentimes when we think about diversity challenges, when we think about different cultures, when we think about being unique, what are some of the things that we expect to have happen from that conversation? Is it necessarily what you're feeling now? No. Sometimes it's a conflict. Is it challenge? Is it divisive? Well, I invite you to embrace diversity. This is the possibility that diversity can be for board members. It's a gift. You asked me, what does cultural heritage mean? Did you come up with a definition for yourself?
I guess it would be like my, actually I guess it would be like my bloodline.
Yes, that's a great definition. When I first started doing this work, it's been about 15 years. I started when I was a child. When I first started doing this work, I would have people come up to me and they say, I don't know that I have a culture. And our society, our understanding and appreciation of diversity has changed and broadened so that we get that we all have a heritage, we all have a culture, we all have a legacy. All right, so now let's respond to these questions. What did you hear from others about their cultural heritage and their legacy? What did you hear from others? Yes. Who else learned something? Yes, sir.
Her list is too long to remember. I mean, she had so many different levels of culture. And I think the point that I got out of that was we are all such diverse culturally. Our heritage is so diverse
yes.
that we're just we can contribute so much on our own if we acknowledge that diversity within our own history.
Yes, yes. We all know that we have something in common called we are all unique.
It brings together all the different aspects of what those cultures, I mean, the military is a culture in and of itself.
Thank you.
So how that contributes with those other aspects was interesting.
Very good, very good. Well, I welcome you all to jump in and participate. I prefer not to have a conversation death by PowerPoint. Let's move to the next one. The unique skills I have to contribute as a board member. What are they? I know. In fact, what I'd like to do is let's just do a quick whip. And we'll just start from here, and you just put out your unique skills, and we'll go all the way back over here. That way, everyone gets to own their gift, own their power, own their skills. Okay, please.
Innovative, creative, and out of the box.
Wow. Now, would you want her on your board? Yes. I happen to have one client who does not have a government contract, but still has an affirmative action plan. So not only is diversity about doing the right thing, it's about really removing your organization from risk. It's about having a workplace, a board structure, a community where everyone can do their best. Now just imagine, if you will, for a moment, that we all had a magic wand in our hand and we could just poof our world and have it be the world where diversity is managed and honored, where everybody was free to do their best work regardless of the color of the skin that they've been born in. How would that be for a world? That would be pretty awesome. And here's the thing, folks. When you serve on those boards, very likely you will feel like you have a magic wand, because the principles that you put in place will have everything to do with what that board does. What the boards do in their management, what the boards do financially. I don't want to make you feel like, but it's a really privileged place and an opportunity for each one. Very good. Great dialogue. Thank you so much. And thank you for the way that we had the dialogue. All right. One of the things that we want to be mindful of is playing the right-wrong game in diversity conversations. Because then when we play the right-wrong game, wherever we are, and I know we haven't gotten to empathetic communication yet, but what do we do when we play the right-wrong game? We close the door. There's no learning. Okay? Yep, no differences. Okay. So